dish called tomato consomme. What is it? Anyone? Say it? Something and make a chopping board is a mess. Your chopping board is not something that you have to make a mess and clean up after. It's a chopping board. It's a place where you chop or use to cut. Don't simply throw rubbish on it. Because one of the reasons you see these carrots, onion and garlic and all this stuff, it has fertilizers, soils, which then will go through your chopping board and make your chopping board good. Today's fertilizers from the farm is not as the same as what you had last 10-20 years. Today's fertilizers contains antibiotics, contains chemicals that make the carrot bigger than it's supposed to be, making it more colorful than it's supposed to be. So therefore you have all these dangerous, hazardous chemicals that's in the fertilizers. At one time in America, there's a banquet of 120. This was in 1995. When I studied HCCP and a norovirus. So this is something that is taken into a shock because 120 packs of banquet, 80% literally fell ill and hospitalized, and 10% was dead from a banquet. The rest was actually saved from it, but they had a small diarrhea because probably they didn't consume as much. Or probably they have a different, every individual have a different antibiotic in your stomach because your stomach produces acids. These acids, the doctor says, if you actually take out, the scientist says, not doctor, the scientist says, if you take out this acid from your stomach, if you're able to derive it out and you put it on your skin, it will just pass through. That's how strong the acid in your stomach. This is used to blend your food in your stomach. And God knows how it survives within the stomach. But scientists say if you remove this acid out from the stomach and take it out and put it on your finger, on your hand, it will just pass through. So, what happened in the banquet? The investigation was done. They checked all the dishes, they checked all the issues related to foodborne illnesses and the risk of whatever food that they are serving. So apparently, after a few days of checking and running around, they discovered the one that's actually causing the foodborne illness or the food poison outbreak was the asparagus. It's from the asparagus soup, which no one could ever imagine such an outbreak comes from an asparagus soup. You know why? Because the asparagus soup, once the bone is done, move it and you're going to roast it straight away. So asparagus is a very, very strong. The Superman, right? Asia or Asians have that mentality. Even back home in Malaysia, the same thing. You'll never treat it as a hazard until an accident happens. Oh, because I'm used to it. It's okay, the red lights, it's okay, people will move away as I go through. Or people will break as I go through the red light. Or maybe I drive at 3 o'clock in the morning every day for my life. I've been doing this for 50 years. Nothing goes wrong. There's no one on the road here. But it's still wrong. So be careful with this hazardous practice that we have. Sometimes, even if Malaysia is like so, what you need to do is to garnish for them. So, you guys learn French cuisine, right? Yes or no? Yes. So, someone can represent the whole group and show me how you do that in carrot. Using my beautiful line. Anyone? Because I should not be even demonstrating this because you are here to be students, right? You know how to test vacuum? Yes or no? Yes? Can I get a yes? Say again?
We couldn't hear you.
Sorry?
We couldn't hear you, sir.
You can hear me? Where's the speaker? Hello? Where's the speaker? Okay, can anyone turn the carrot for me? Come over. You guys are chefs anyways, right? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good job. Thank you for volunteering. I'm not doing magic, okay? So rule number one, like I said, you must have a container underneath before you start them. So this knife used to be a paring knife. After it turns probably thousands of potato when I work in the banquet department in Palace of the Golden Coast in Malaysia. Anyone been to Malaysia? You been to Malaysia? Kuala Lumpur?
No, Penang.
Penang. Many people like to go to Penang. It's an island. What do you do in Penang?
Internship.
Internship. Which part of Penang?
Georgetown.
Say again?
Georgetown.
Which hotel?
G Hotel.
Say again?
G Hotel.
G Hotel. Okay. It's nearby the Gurney Drive. Straight away. So, one of the things about turning, sometimes it's very difficult to just demonstrate to you and you're never going to get it anyway. It's like watching the Marvel movies, Avengers. You're never going to be an Iron Man at the end of the day anyway. Seems like turning and all this stuff. You have to practice. You have to go home and practice. Number one, that you need to know the techniques of turning. I'm not sure what your intro teach you, but you can try it at home. If you have your paring knife, you can take it out straight away. You have to hold your knife on the tip. Straight, 90 degrees. This is your grip. If you are right-handed, I'm right-handed. So you have to turn using the tip of the knife. Then you have a better control of the blade. You can also use the carving knife, up to you. But when you are practicing at home, this is what I used to do. You see an egg? The turning ground is more or less the same. See that? So go back home and just get used to it. Do this probably 1,000 times. I'm not joking. Just do that. Sit around. If your mom tell you you have gone to school, say that, no mom, I'm going to be a professional chef. Just like a master chef in the TV. Maybe better than that. So just because you need to get used to the flow first. Because you cannot go straight. You have to go like that. Then you must have a sharp knife. Once you're comfortable holding that, and at the same time, this hand must be able to turn. Of course, there's a technique. You say there's 7 parts, there's 9 parts, etc. That one differs. Depends what you want to do anyway. As long as you know you get the flow. Use the egg and use the tip of the knife. Go through. Don't worry, you won't destroy the egg. After that, you can cook it and enjoy it. Get used to the flow first. And rooms occupied by guests. So his entourage come in first 1 week before he comes. So the hotel need to be evacuated, must be empty straight away. Prior before you come. 1 week, we're talking about 1 week. You have 7 days. The king, he likes to see food. So food is massive. At the end of the day, so that maybe that's the behavior of a king, what I'm not sure. That's why people don't like kings. They spend lavishly, but they don't double to the couple to get away from the hotel and arrange. I'm not sure whether if I'm the wedding couple, you'll be happy or not, right? You pay double up, but you're supposed to, whatever that's cost them for the wedding, the king paid double for him to get out. So he spent another 5 days in the hotel, and after that, take 3 days to clean up the whole hotel and open to public. it must be chilled first. Either you put it in the chiller or you soak it inside an ice. Okay? So for that reason, since we don't have an ice, and the recipe says 2 minutes. But I don't think we can have 2 minutes. Take a trainer. One of the key for this is that when you put it to the boiling water, that's the idea of this sort of water burning. So you can peel, you can serve it as one piece. Alright? So since we don't have what you call ice water, we'll just use plain water for this reason. So after I finish my work life, about 2 years in the banqueting department, going up and down like crazy, working around the clock, and having most of my time spending in a hotel, and basically it's a crazy time. And that 23 hours is quite common. It's that I do that almost like once in every 2 months. I will have that situation. It's that's the chicken bone to ensure it browns, okay? So what you need to do is just leave it outside for a while. This is for the stock. So let it soak nicely in the water, and you see that? If this happens, the egg is destroyed. Definitely it will be overcooked inside. So you have to be careful with this. Let's try and see this out. So if you can, ice water again. When the eggs is chilled, boiling water with salt, 2 minutes, remove and straight away into. That's all. I'm sorry. You just need the plastic bag for this reason. So if you see nicely that the stock starts to boil and it starts to they get pay me 8 pounds per hour. So you know the thing about our industry, 8 hours a day is never enough. So I have Saturday and Sunday. If you go London, they just party every weekend. The students know how to party and jam every weekend. There's this club will make another party, there's another club will make a party. So I exclude myself from this and work instead, because my aim was to get married. Because I want to get married. Now I lose my wife and a big problem for my study. Anyone know the difference? No? Chicken farce is this. Only the chicken meat with maybe egg white or without egg white. It doesn't matter. The egg white is just used to bind. You have to bind and make it more spongy. With added treat, it's called chicken this direction. So we have some rosemary here. So when you have a rosemary, inside here, there's finely slice your rosemary, and whenever you do herbs or chop herbs, always do in a stroke motion. That means you don't go with your knife up and down to that. Although some chefs teach you do, right? But you are actually destroying the herbs. Herbs leaf, whether it's hard leaves or soft leaves, is always very delicate. You need to use your knife and stroke motion. So either, I'm sure you can see now, so this is backstroke. Keep the practice, okay? Make it as a practice. When you have a piping bag in such a way, there's always dirtiness on the top, right? So what you need to do, flip it down, Everyone likes sous chef? Good. Anyone here are looking forward to become a pastry chef? 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyone here interested to join the Masterchef? Masterchef India. So you're going to be a celebrity. So whatever you do, go work in the industry first. Okay? As you hold it, squeeze it, and follow it. So in order for you to not to have any air bubbles, because air bubbles are very, very important for you to avoid. So what you need to do, pipe on the side here, straight away again, by pressing and slowly moving towards the same direction. This will somehow avoid any air bubble that you may form while piping this chicken. Okay? Again, you're going to do it on top. There we go. Okay? And then what you need to do, hold it. See that? Little finger. Okay, little finger. In Malay we got jari kelingking. So, push it in. So you are actually pushing in also the air bubble. So the air will just move to the side. Alright? And as you go in, pull. And you see the air pockets there? Don't worry about it too much. You'll sort that out later short. And then go in again. Oh, I think there's one chair. Push in again, and again, and as you roll, you push towards the center. So it pressurizes to the center. Just now you push to the middle, it pressurizes to the side. As you roll, you pressure the side, so it goes to the center. So you need a couple of rounds in order for you to sustain this strength of the roulade. It's very, very important for you. See that? Yes. So fully do a dead knot. If you can't do a dead knot, so what you need to do is just take the remaining of the cling wrap, make a string like this, and fold it in such a way. Alright, and do a dead knot over there. And do the same on the other side as well. Oops. Let's get this one. Tie it up nicely, just like what I did now. Same thing. Good. It's very important that you tie it up very, very nice and firm, so that after you, throughout the years, the work also is very important. Because when your boss see you that you're capable of doing something, they will recognize you and promote you. So I was thinking about the Tonan chef just now. We need a strainer. Do we have a strainer? Oh, I can use this. So, yeah. So, as a Tonan chef in the Western Kuala Lumpur, I will come back to the Spanish restaurant for another half an hour to do the service. This happens every night, every Saturday night. Sorry. Most of the night restaurants are so busy. Some of the busy night I do like that. But most of the weekdays when it's not busy, I usually have the banquet. Because the banquet can be very, very busy. So that's the role of the Tonan chef, apart from managing the whole team, etc., etc. Leading under me, I had 52 commis, 20 Saturday party, and a dozen of sous chefs. because one restaurant has two sous chefs and one chef de cuisine. So I had to manage these people with the executive sous chef. So it's hard work. At the same time, I was joining competition and leading up a competition at the same time. So you have to sacrifice certain of your time towards this direction. So when you have this consomme, what you need to do, have a double strainer. It's nice if you can have this cloth. If not, you can also buy a muslin cloth. And gently strain off the soup. I think the soup that we have is slightly over reduced, so therefore we didn't have enough portion. I overlook, but it's okay. You can get one portion from me. So it's very important that you don't break this scum. If you just simply pour the scum over and crush it off, the whole soup can be cloudy. Okay? You have to be careful with this. So once you got that, it takes a couple of minutes for you to strain out nicely. So all the consomme comes through and you get ample flavor out of it. So this away and you get a nice little consomme.